Hey guys, this is Nina Perez, and this is Straight Talk, no sugar added. How are you? So, I said I was going to be here on a live at 11 with my guest, Tony Lucero, which I am still waiting for. I think that it's the time difference because he's in Arizona, I believe. I think that's where he said he was. I don't remember. But anyway, he is in a different time zone than me. So I just reached out to him again to let him know that it's on Eastern Standard Time, not Central Time or Pacific Standard Time. So we'll see if he makes it on here. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. We will keep it moving. I wanted to talk to Tony because he has been in the life enrichment space for over 20 years. And Tony is a sound alchemist. He's a certified clinical hypnotherapist, a touring musician, an author, and a life activation coach. And so his unique style has had him working with Fortune 100 and Fortune 500 companies in culture leadership and community mastery. And that's what I wanted to talk to him about because we were talking yesterday about living on a higher frequency in our lives. And I wanted to kind of dive into that conversation with him. Hopefully he's okay. So I'll reach out to him in a little bit and make sure he's fine. But you know what I realized talking to him? That I actually put myself sometimes in a position where I am living at a lower place. Like, he said something to me that triggered something in my mind. So we were talking about like different goals that we have and things that we want to do. And I was saying, oh yeah, I'm taking this program. I'm going to use it to, help out my team where I work and help myself out and even coach people like I've been doing, but at a better and higher level. And so I said to him, I can't wait to do this and I can't wait to do that. He says, you know what, Nina, you really need to think about setting or solidifying a date in your brain. And because what happens is if you start to focus on those things in your brain or the dates in your brain or the time in your brain, what happens is you kind of miss the opportunities that could be coming to you because you're so focused on that goal date, that date that you want to get to, as opposed to being open about receiving things if they come a little sooner or earlier or opportunities hit you. And that really resonated with me because he's right. Sometimes that's the way my brain works, right? Like, this is the day that I want to do it. So this is what I'm going for. And I do hyper focus on that goal and what I want to do. And when he said that, I realized that maybe I really need to start thinking about this a little bit differently, right? So thinking about this in a way that I just, maybe have a goal in mind, but not so determined that has to be the goal, that I then miss all of the blessings and the opportunities that God puts in my path. And that does something to your brain, right? Like, you start to go, oh, wait a minute. Okay, that means to be more fluid and open to whatever God is going to provide for you and do for you. Because a lot of times we get stuck in oh, I got to do this for this long, right? Like, a lot of us work until we die, right? Most of us work, and then we retire and die because we've given all of our lives to work, or other things we've given our life to where we are not fulfilling the things that are supposed to be in our life. I just feel like this is a new season and a new way for us to transform the way we think, and that we should not be stuck in these places or things where we're not moving forward. And a lot of times it's fear, right? It's fear. It's not wanting to, try something new that can be scary. A lot of times people are not even entrepreneurs, right? I'm speaking from a heart of a person who does work a full-time job that I love. And I do things on the side because I'm an entrepreneur also at heart. And that's one of the benefits of where I work, because I get to create. And that helps my mind and it helps my soul, right? And a lot of us are just like, nope, I want to do a 9-to-5, get good benefits, and out I go. But even in that, I encourage you to please move forward and don't miss any opportunities that are going to be coming your way. Don't miss any opportunity to have something new pop up, or something that God wants to do in your life that maybe he's been pressing on your heart and you have not been able to, kind of tap into that because of fear or because you don't want to move forward, whatever that is, right? So I know that some of you are already here. I see that there's a couple of Oh, yes. I love that too. Keep moving forward. Exactly, Dominique. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. We should not be stuck, right? We should not be stuck, right? So we should know and have a process of moving forward. And so I wanted to talk to Tony today. I really am now I'm starting to get concerned because he was so excited about being here today, and now I'm wondering if he really did get the time wrong because of our time difference. I feel really bad about that. Okay, well, there he is. Okay, I'm going to reply to him right now. Right now. Let me just tell him, because he said, what time am I going on? I'm starting without you. Let's go. All right. I got him. So that's awesome. I can't wait to talk to him though, guys. I mean, I think you guys are going to like love the way this man's brain works. It is listen, just in that one conversation, I already shifted how I was thinking about the date, right? The actual date and goal. This is the date, this is the goal. And I realized that when you do that, then every day becomes like a new day to see things in a different way. So today I woke up, I just felt lighter, I felt better, I felt open to receive whatever God is doing in my life. And I am so excited about that. Oh man, I'm so excited. So Tony, I told him that we started without him and he needs to get on here right now. So hopefully he's on here now. He'll be here in a few minutes. But you know, he is really like somebody who is well known. Actually, he's a hypnotherapist. So you probably have seen him on some shows where he actually goes onto these shows and he like does like audience like hypnosis things where he makes, gets a couple of people and he hypnotizes them and people don't believe it's happening, blah, blah, blah. So he's actually done a lot of that. So you've seen him on shows. I know you have. And he does like, so he takes the fact that you can live at different frequencies, right? Have you guys ever felt like you're depressed or anxious or anything like that? And you feel low, like you feel like just drained and low. Yeah. Well, that is you operating at not your best, right? And I used to suffer like that. I used to have depression and anxiety in my life. I've always been a person who's been determined. I've always been a person who has overcome. And that's just in me. I have grit, but I used to do it even though I was operating at this place of depression and anxiety and all of that. So what I wanted to talk to him about as soon as he comes on, which hopefully he'll be here any moment, is that I wanted to ask him about what that means, right? How do you make somebody work at a higher frequency? Exactly, Eddie. It is the journey. I embrace the journey and I love the journey. And one thing that I'm realizing is I am at a place in my life where I'm so tired of living in a place of a low frequency or low gifts, because I know that God has made us to have these amazing gifts, right, in our life that we can use those gifts to impact the life of someone else. And that has completely shifted everything I've done. So this year I had decided to, do something different with Straight Talk. Last year, I interviewed a lot of amazing people that were more local. I had a local studio and it was great. Now I am here. I'm in my space. And the great thing about this is I am reaching people that I never thought I would reach. My brain was too small, right? I was thinking too limited. And now I realize that once I opened up my mind to like be unlimited on what I can and cannot do, and the fact that I'm damn good at it. And I felt really like almost ashamed, if you will, or scared to say that because, oh my God, she's so prideful. How dare she? But the truth is it's a gift. I think it's a gift. The people that I speak to say that they feel comfortable speaking to me and that they like being on the show and that they enjoy the process. So that makes me feel confident and good about what I am doing, because I feel like all of you who are watching right now and all of you who are commenting right now, I am hoping that something is impacting your life, because that is my goal. That is my goal. My goal is to impact your life. And so the only way I can do that right now is via Zoom and doing all of these interviews with these amazing thinkers that actually will take you from where you were to where you want to be. And so that's why I'm going to have these shows today at 1:00. Listen, I'm having this woman on here named Molly at 1:00. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Dominique. That is so sweet. Well, goal met. Thank you. Thank you. That's sweet. The truth is that when you want to take your life of tragedy and things that have gone wrong in your life and things that you've had to overcome or have yet overcome but want to, you can use that to impact the life of someone else. You are not alone. Everything you've been through, somebody in this world has already been through or something similar to it. Why? Because the truth is that humanity just kind of, we're all the same. We all have things in our life we don't like. We all have things in our life we've had to overcome. We all have things that we can relate to. I wish that we would stop dividing each other by religion or color or, thought process or political stance, because we're all human. And at the end of the day, we all want the same things: our families to be happy and well, our lives to be prosperous in a way that we can live our lives and feel complete. We all want to support our families and move forward and do these great things. All of us in humanity, right? So if we could just take ourselves and put ourselves in a place where we can encourage one another, love one another, impact one another, because we've been hurt. I don't know one person out here right now that is commenting or watching this live has not been through something. I just don't. I don't. And if you're somebody who's never been through anything, that is freaking awesome. That means you have a life that most of us are trying to have. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is actually a blessing, right? I remember speaking to a woman many years ago who said, I don't have a testimony. I said, why? She said, I've always loved God. I've always served God, and nothing's ever happened to me. I've never been hurt. I have a good family. And I said to her, well, that's fantastic. That is your testimony, that you've been covered for so long in your life that you haven't had those experiences. That is a testimony in itself. My life, it wasn't like that. I've had a very impactful life, but my life is supposed to be used to impact your life. And if my life is not used in that way, what the heck am I doing with it? Then why have a story? Why have it? Like, if all of you guys sit down in front of a TV and watch a great show or great movie, why do you do that? Why? Because it's going to be something that you want to pull out of it, something entertaining, something that's for you, something you want to just sit there and be like, wow, I resonate with that. That's what our lives are, right? There are these impactful, amazing, beautiful, heart-wrenching sometimes stories, right, that we have to use. And the woman that I have coming at 1:00, listen, her name is Molly, and she is a survivor of abandonment, abduction, rape, sexual violence, and so much more. Tried to commit suicide several times, and now she is using her voice to fight against laws that help protect rapists and stuff like that. She fights against rapists and are putting laws in place because she was a victim of rape. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Using something that somebody has come against you with to try to destroy you, and then you try to destroy yourself. They try to destroy you, and then you take that on and you try to destroy yourself. But God is bigger than that, right? And so he wants to use those things to lift up your mindset, what you're doing, and have you impact the life of someone else who's struggling to somewhere where you have already been. We're a lot stronger than we think we are, right? Because if you think about it, I just want to make sure he didn't get back to me yet. When you think about it, your life is supposed to be impactful to someone else, because otherwise it's just for you. And that is okay, right? But what are you going to do with that? You're supposed to be showing people that they can get to the next level, right? So someone like, I'll use Molly is an amazing example, right? I'll use me as an example, being molested, being raped, being beaten, almost killed, being homeless, doing all those things that I've gone through my life, living in shelters, the whole thing. But I'm here and I'm standing, and I keep having amazing, impactful conversations with people that really just blow my mind every time. And I'm realizing that my mind and the limitations of my mind is just keeping me small. And I know that we can do and have more in our lives where we can impact more people in our lives. Does that make sense? So I just wanted to come on here. I wanted Tony to come on. I'm not sure what's happening. I really think he just got confused about the time. I feel so bad. But if he comes on, I'm going to just announce another live and do it with him, because he, as I was so excited to do this together. Just making sure he's not, yeah. I just wanted to make sure that, he came on here to talk to you guys. So hopefully if he doesn't, what I'll do is I'll, end the broadcast now, and then I'll talk to him and see if I can get him on here, because I don't want you guys to miss it. I just don't want you to miss it. It's just too impactful. I'm telling you, the one conversation I had with this dude, completely, like, just wow. One conversation, one. So I'm going to make sure that I come back. And when I come back, hopefully Tony will be here and on board. And so give me a few minutes. I'll be back. I'm going to end this right now. And then there you go. Had to figure out how to chat on this thing. I love you, Lucy. So I will be right back, guys. I'm going to go and I'll be back. And when I come back, I'll make sure to blast it on all of the Facebook and on YouTube so you guys can come back. I'm going to try to reach out to Tony. I feel bad. I think it's the time change. I think we're like 2 hours apart or something, and he must have gotten confused. So I'm going to go ahead and reach out to him, and I'll be back on here as soon as I get in contact with him. But don't forget that 1 o'clock, I have Molly coming on. That's going to be freaking impactful. Do not miss that. And I just spoke to her, so we're on the same page. She'll be here on time. I'll be right back. All right, guys? So thank you guys so much for watching, but don't you dare not come back. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to talk to him and see how I can get him on here. Thanks. Talk to you in a minute.